everyone, I'm back. It's Monday actually. I'm filming on Monday because I have a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow. But this is your video for your Tuesday video. I am going to be doing, I'm going smaller this time because I'm doing an experiment with my flower blowing. And I want to do a big one, but I'm scared. So, plus, I wanted to give you guys, I know last week I was kind of far away because it was big. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a close-up of what I'm doing. So hopefully you're going to be pretty close up in this one. We are over 500 subscribers, but I have not picked out what I want to do for a giveaway yet. So probably next week I'll have that ready for you guys, or maybe midweek I'll post it. And I think I'll do the same thing I did last time, which is you just have to comment on the video and then your name goes in the drawing. So I had a pretty good response from that last time. So yeah, yay, we're over 500. We did it. Now we just have to get to 1,000. That'll be our next goal. So I hope you guys are good. Hope you had a good week. Let's see, I'm kind of stalling. I have a 12 by 12 down, and I have a base paint down. I'm going to go with the green all over this time. And it is Arteza pale green with some titanium white mixed in with it, and then thinned out. So it just has the Elmer's glue, glue wall, and the floetrol, and the paint, and some water to thin it out. For my greens, I'm going to do a swipe today. So for my greens, I have the Folk Art Peridot. I have Folk Art Malakite, Arteza Phthalo Green. I have some of the pale green Arteza mixed up. And I have Basics, or Liquitex Hooker's Green, which looks like it needs to be thinned out a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of squirt of water in there. So those are going to be my greens, and I'll list all those in the description for you. And I'm kind of going to be doing, well, you'll see. It's not going to be a full swipe. I'm going to swipe up, maybe halfway up, and then do the flowers in. So let's start with some and I'm going to kind of go the way of Jilly Cube. She does not leave a strip here for the swipe color, so that there's going to be color underneath there anyway because I have a base coat down. And I put the base, normally I wouldn't put a base coat down, but I put a base coat down, or would I normally put a base coat down? No, because I'd be using all of the colors. Have to think, all these techniques, you know, they all have to be mixed differently. They all have to be thought out. It's a lot sometimes. But I'm just going to drizzle some of that lighter in there. Because like I said, I already have that down for my base coat, but I don't know if I'll pull any of that up. Probably will. Let's get some more malachite in there. The malachite and the peridot are metallics. So we get a really cool effects from those too. Okay, and I'm going to be swiping with my with the phthalo green. I should run out and get the one from last week too, so I can show you how it dried. It dried really pretty, and I did already sell it, which is nice. Go down a little bit. Okay, and then let's put our phthalo green across. I always start off the canvas, and I think I just put, yep, I put the wrong one. That was the hooker screen. Oh well, we'll just have some more hooker screen. Let's run that off a little bit. I try to run off the side first when I'm doing anything, because that way you don't get the big puddle on the one end. So if you start running off the edge first and then run across, you get a nice line. Okay, I think I have enough phthalo there. I'm using my dividers. They're like paper school divider things. They're plastic. So I'm just using those. And I'm just gonna, I've cut them actually down. So I'm just gonna swipe and then lift up. Okay, wipe that off. And I want these to be different levels. So I'm going to pull up on some. And I'm hoping this is going to be like foliage, grass, you know, the stems, the bushes. When I get to the end, I just kind of ease up on it. Okay, just ease up a little bit. Okay, so kind of, I don't want it all even. I want it kind of uneven. And that is going to be our base. Let's give it a torch. Look, guys, I got a brand new torch. Look at how clean it is. Well, it's a little dirty. I had to do some orders this morning, so it's a bit dirty, but not too bad. Still pretty clean, actually. My other one just kind of quit working. It didn't want to start anymore. It didn't want to ignite. So I guess after thousands of times of igniting, it just gave up. All right, so we're going to flip that around. Looks good. Edges are okay. All right, so I'm going to start, I'm also going to do different color scheme today. I wanted to try the reds, oranges, yellows. So I'm going to go in and just add some stems where I might want flowers. Okay. I loved in the other one, it looks like this one's going to do the same thing. I loved the cells that I got with the pale green and the darker greens. I may have to go in and add some of the darker green in there too, because looks like we're missing some of that. Probably didn't get enough phthalo, of the phthalo in the swipe, but no big deal. Just add some in there. And I'll add leaves and that kind of stuff as we go too. I'm liking the swipe though. That looks pretty cool. All right, now those all had all of the colors except for the swipe colors. I put 1 drop of silicone in because I didn't have much paint in there. Just a little tiny bit in the bottom. I'm gonna have to do something with those when I'm done here because I can't put the silicone back in my bottles. Oh, I love what's going on right here. This is so pretty. And all the cell stuff going on. All right, so let's start with our flowers. I have mixed up with a little bit of Liquitex pouring medium and a little bit of water, just to thin them out a little bit. So I have Allen's Red Shimmer, which is a Christina Welch color. Arteza Indian Yellow. I have to think about that every time because I want to say Arteza. Cad Yellow Medium, and I believe that is a Liquitex. Artist Loft Cad Orange, and then the Morning Pansy, also by Christina Welch. And you guys can order her paints. They're wonderful paints, great colors. She just came out with a winter line on, I think it's Christina Welch Art at yahoo.com. Or you can become part of the Parage Posse, which is her Facebook page, Facebook group that we belong to. And you just have to answer 3 questions, and then you can get on there and you can order them from there too. So either way. All right, so let's start with some yellow. Change that. I like to do the darker color first. So let's go with a little bit of orange. And I'm just going to put little puddles, little dots. I want this to be kind of a colorful garden today, so I'm going to use a bunch of different colors. So I'm going to put a little bit of yellow on the top. Okay. And I forgot to do my greens. Okay, so let's do some of the hooker's green. So I'm just going to add a splash of water to that. Just a little bit. And then some Liquitex pouring medium. I found this, I think it was called glazing. One time I found it at Michael's. And it was much less expensive than the Liquitex pouring medium, and it works just as well. But it was made by, I think it's Deco Art. And I haven't been able to find it since. So just give that a little mix up. Still a little thick. Put a little bit of water. When you're blowing, you don't want these to be too thick. It's kind of like doing a Dutch pour. You want them to move. Okay. So we're going to put a little drop. Can't talk today either. Little drop on each one. Okay. And I really want you guys to see this close up, so I'm going to bring you down even further. I might not be able to get my big head in there, but I want you to see it when I blow, because it is kind of magical. Okay, let's do a couple more down the stem. Very gentle blowing. Okay, let's go in with some red. And I'm going going to put a little bit of the orange in there, and this time I'm going to put it right in the middle because I want to blow these a little bit different. I want to open them up a little bit. So that's why I have this on my turntable today, because I want to be able to turn them. All right. Put a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to put the green at the bottom. Now I'm torching a little heavily because that's what gives it the bubbly, airy look to it. So I like what's going on there. I need to, whoops, I must have double dipped. I got a little bit of light in my green. That's okay. We'll just mix it up. It'll go away. Okay. Okey-doke. Let's do, I just wanted the purple to be like little accent, like flowers in the bottom. You guys back up so you can see that. Purple ones. So I just want to give that a little blow. They're going to come back in on each other because of all the paint at the bottom. I learned that last week. I actually had to go in and redo a little bit. I'm not liking this flower here. I think I blew some green up into that orange and I don't like what it did. So let's just redo it. Give it another blow. There we go. must have too much paint on the canvas because it's all sinking back down in a little bit today. But it's all right. You just go back and blow them again. Add a little bit of color and blow them again. It's all good. This is the Indian yellow. I'm going to go all the way down the stem. Okay, and let's do a little bit of, I want to do the darker orange. We're going to do it at the bottom. So the canvas I had picked out for this one was a big, long, I don't know if it's like 30 maybe, 15 by 30, I don't know. It was big and long, so I like to do like a garden, a long one. So we'll see. All right, I am not liking how everything is sinking today. And I don't know why it's doing that. It's very strange. I am using a different, the base coat that I put down is different this time. Last time I used my white base, and that may be what the problem is. It's not a horrible thing, it's just not what I'm used to. Oops, this one in there with the purple. Just keep going in and reworking it till you get what you want. Let's go. Let's see, where's my green? My darker green. It's funny because as long as I've been painting, which I did watercolor and other things before this, but about halfway through I always hate it. I don't know why. I don't know what that's all about, but you just have to stick with it. You just have to keep going and it'll do its thing. But sometimes you just have to push through the not liking it very much. or figure out why you don't like it and, you know, do something to change it a little bit. Ooh, that was too much. Oh well. Just little dots of color. And I think we are always our own worst critics too. Let's see. I want to be careful with the purple because purple and yellow make mud. So you don't want to ever get purple and yellow directly mixing. Sometimes you can get away with it in a pour if they're not on top of each other. But they look great together. They're just not good mixed. I just love that purple and green together. Let's go a few more. Oh, that one got covered up in green. Trying to move a little bit quicker. So I'm not sure where we're at with time here. Oh, yeah, we're about 27 minutes, so. Let me give those a little bit of a stem down here. I want to give some going to do some yellow kind of in the background here. No, I don't want to use that. I was going to use the malakite, but it's got silicone in it and I don't want bubbles. That up there a little bit more. All right, I'm going to go in and add and do some different things to it. I definitely want to give it some leaves, and the way I do my leaves is just put a drop down and kind of pull it out. Into like a leaf shape. Lots of different ways you can do those. Okay, so there's a leaf for you. Yeah, I'm going to keep working on this because we're about out of time on the video, and I will get you guys, I'll figure out what I want to do for my giveaway, and I will do that. Let me give you a close-up of what's going on here. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, got you back in the frame there. So there you go. I'm going to do a little bit of torching. Hope you guys have a great week. And I will see you next week. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will list all of my formulas in the description box down, just the down arrow. Just click on that. And it'll give you all of how I mixed my paints and what colors I used. So you'll have a better idea of that. All right. I think that's it for today. So I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.